Last man standing. The dying sun spotlighted the beauty he would lose so very soon. The only human form to be seen was the shadow that followed him in the scorching of sunlight, creating ghost images on the walls of the decaying buildings. He could now wander there in total freedom. No structure or stricture seemed to hold the import which they had once so much done for him. All that reverence for what they represented had been poisoned fruit, seeded by grand ideas of self-worth. Grand ideas he had had of himself and so many others whose influence had been brought to bear so disastrously on the planet and every creature that shared it. Selfish egos worked overtime to the detriment of life's true worth. He delighted now to see how once depleted, almost defeated nature was in ascendancy, painting concrete in living green. Branches and roots breached walls and windows, smashing down in slow motion all the works of men. Once again the planet was breathing in its natural rhythm. Nature's eternal internal progression was being restored. He pondered whether any of the previous recent generations of humankind could have existed at that reasoned pace. They had become so out of step with the world from which they had evolved. He was certain they could have not. He felt the glorious fulfillment of finally feeling alone, truly alone. Yet he felt part of so much more. He truly hoped that none of the others had survived, and that he would be the last of them. The cost had been too much for life to bear. The price it had to pay. Electronic storms shocked the skies with intermittent strobe flashes. Rain watered the earth and fed the flowers. Inside him the spirit that had felt so parched for so long began to flow. The thunder spoke to his heart. At last there was a proper ending, as it should be, as was deserved. He blew out the candle and felt the air capture his body. He was floating in a moment when no thought would follow another. No other's ideas would demand control of his understanding. The faded airs of fame were all gone now. The plants grew in their own complex fashion, forming a web too wide and beautiful for human consciousness to comprehend. Only the wind could examine those secrets which they would never betray. Nothing needed to win, just to live and breathe together. The joy and memories that meant so much had become crumbling shells. Splintered, they faded to illusions, tricks of the light in darkling mirrors.